Hi, I'm very excited today. We're going to be making some warm chocolate lava cakes. This recipe was originally brought to our family from my aunt in Italy when she came to visit us. She actually made them for us, and ever since then we love them. They're just the perfect combination of a nice, rich, dark chocolate cake and like that warmy kind of good feeling of a dessert. It's really, really, really good and super easy to make. That's why I love it. It takes about 8 minutes to bake and maybe about 10 minutes to prepare. So super easy and really delicious. And you might be asking, isn't she a health coach? Why is she making chocolate cake? And I'll tell you this, I firmly believe in incorporating sweets and dessert into your meals. I think that once you deprive yourself of these things, that you're going to set yourself up for setbacks and you're going to be disappointed. It's all about balance and moderation, not about elimination and not about not having something, because I don't know about you, but the more I can't have something, the more I want it. And that's not a good way to live. So yes, I'm gonna have my chocolate cake. I make these for Valentine's Day. So I'm preparing these for my husband, and we're gonna have a nice steak dinner. I'm making a ribeye steak in butter and rosemary sauce. And then I'm gonna have a nice crispy salad next to it with carrots and tomatoes and a red wine vinaigrette. So there's my veggies, I have my iron, I have my protein. And then I'm gonna make chocolate cake. So it's gonna be really fun and very delicious and a really nice night. And it should be celebrated. You know, we have a long relationship that we commit to, and it takes time and a hard work, which a lot of people don't like to associate relationships with, but it's a fact. And if it's lasting and long, then it is hard work at times. So of course, most of it isn't, but at times it is. So here we go, we're gonna make the cakes. Now I just wanna tell you one thing before I make them. To make it extra special, you can use a regular cupcake silicone mold if you want, or a ramekin if you want, but I use these, I actually bought these for my kids years ago. They're heart-shaped silicone molds, which I think adds a nice extra touch to the meal and to the dish. So it comes out really easily. The cake, you'll see, you just push them out like that. And then on top of it, you get a nice heart shape. So it looks really cute. And so if you want, I bought these on Amazon. I'm sure you can find lots of variations of these, but I have these and I'm gonna use them since my kids had them. So I'm gonna make use of them. So what I want to show you is what I did to start the process. I melted some butter and dark chocolate. Now I used Jacques Therese dark chocolate. These are baking discs. You can use whatever dark chocolate you can find in the supermarket. These I order online just because it's my favorite type of chocolate here in the city, and I adore it. I feel like the cakes come out delicious with this, and I'm sure they'll come out with the other chocolate too, but this is like an extra touch. If you're ever interested, it's called Jacques Therese, and I think he has 2 locations. One's in the city, I don't know where the other one is, but if you're interested, look it up. And so I melted the butter and the chocolate in like a double boiler kind of system. If you don't have one of those, devices, what I did is I just boiled some water in a pot, and then I put a smaller pot right on top of it so that the water is like touching the bottom of the smaller pot. And basically what you're doing is you're avoiding burning the chocolate and the butter, because once the flame is directly on the bottom of it, you will burn your chocolate and it'll become super bitter and not delicious. So here's the melted butter and chocolate. It's cooled. I let it cool just a little bit because once you add it to the egg mixture, I whisk the eggs and the sugar together. Once you add it to the egg mixture, if it's too hot, you're gonna start seeing scrambled eggs, which does not make for good lava cakes. So let it cool slightly before you add it in. And I wanna show you what I'm gonna do. So here we go. I'm gonna turn, you're gonna see all my lights and my house. So it's a little bit of a mess. I do have 2 children, so don't pay attention to it too much. Okay, now let's focus on the mixture if we can. I know you probably can't see it. Let me see if I could bend this. Oh, I think I can. No, I'm gonna have to lift it up for you. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slowly add the chocolate to the egg and sugar mixture. And I'm gonna slowly start to whisk as I add the chocolate. So again, this was just sugar and eggs whisked together. And then I'm adding the melted chocolate and butter to the egg mixture. See, and I'm not having any sorts of curdles right now, so I'm really, really happy. And I'm just scraping off that chocolate so I get every last bit into the bowl. Okay. I'm gonna continue whisking that. This is so easy. I love it. You're gonna come out and say, oh, I made a fancy dessert and it really took you like 10 minutes. Now, eyes on me, not my house over here. Okay, we have to add the flour. So I mixed the chocolate, the sugar, the eggs, and the butter, and it looks very fudgy right now. Now, I used gluten-free flour just because generally I do keep a gluten-free diet for my autoimmune disease to make sure that it's dormant. I occasionally on a Sunday, I'll have a regular dish of pasta, and that works for me. My platelets, I have an ITP disorder. It's a blood clotting disorder. So in case like I notice that if I do eat more gluten, my ITP disorder starts to decline. So this is why again, moderation, everyone's different. And that's why there's no set formula for everybody, every single body. It's true. Okay, I'm gonna grab the flour, just hang on tight. And here's my gluten-free flour. I'm just adding it in. And we're actually supposed to add the flour to the egg and sugar mixture beforehand. But listen, things happen and it's still gonna be fine and it's still gonna work out. I just got caught up into talking. Okay, I also have the oven preheated right now at 400 degrees, and I'm making it in a small mini oven just so that I can keep an eye on it instead of the big oven where my eyesight's not the best lately, so I like to keep things close. Okay, so it's all mixed. Here you go. That's what it looks like. And we're gonna start pouring them into the molds. So let's go back towards my stove. And okay, let's see. Are we there? We're good. And my molds, yeah, you can see it right now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour this batter like 3/4 of the way into the mold. And usually, I have to tell you, usually I like to use, it's a little trick that I've picked up along the way, and I can't seem to find it right now. But I usually use like one of those liquid measuring cups with the little spout to pour in batter, and it comes out a lot cleaner. I can't find mine right now. I bet you my kids took it to play with it. I can guarantee you, I find things in the basement all the time. So we're just gonna have to make do. And I'm gonna pour this in. I'm gonna try my best not to spill it out. The best part about, what I usually do with these cakes, and I'm sorry I have my back to you, but the best thing about these cakes is that you can make these in advance, keep them in the refrigerator for overnight or even like a couple of hours before. So you have it all ready, and then once dinner is done, you know, that little lull, like after everybody finishes, but you want dessert, so you can start preparing it as people are clearing up the plates, and literally in 8 minutes it's done. So it's nice because you could prepare it in advance, which I love, and you can still be on the table entertaining, hanging out. You know, you don't have to be next to the stove preparing and not being part of the discussion or whatever's going on. Okay, these are, I have a little bit more batter left. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna save this for, I'm gonna save this for myself. So I'm gonna put it in the fridge in like 2 molds. And maybe over the weekend when I want a little dessert, I'm going to actually enjoy it on my own. And my spatula just fell with chocolate, just to let you know. I'm gonna wipe my hands, clean this mess up that fell. I'm gonna pop these in the oven for about 7 to 8 minutes. At the 7-minute mark, I'm actually gonna keep my eyes on these babies, because as soon as you start to see like them rise, like have a little bubble in the middle, you wanna take them out, or else you're not gonna have a warm lava center, you're just gonna have chocolate cake. So let me go clean this all up. I'm gonna go bake them, and I'm gonna pull them out when I think they're ready after the 7-minute mark, and then I'm gonna show you what they look like inside. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye. We're back. So the cakes are done. After 7 minutes, I took them out, and then I just dusted them with a little powdered sugar, just for a little extra touch of sweetness. And I want to show you the little heart shape that came out of here. It's so cute. You see it? I don't want to tilt it too much because it's gonna fall, like my spatula. But now the moment of truth. Here we go. I'm gonna break it open. And here we go. It's perfect. It's lava. It's really, really good. This is perfect. 7 minutes, perfect. And I'm just gonna take a little bite because I can't resist. Although this is in the afternoon and I'm filming in the afternoon, I'm gonna have one. It's so good. Now, I'll put some strawberries on here, maybe some vanilla ice cream. You can jazz it up however you want, but really it's so good on its own. You don't have to do much, but just add like a little pop of color. I think that'll be really sweet. And I hope you like them. I'm sure you will. And I know it's gonna be super easy for you, and a good little dessert to try and to have in your recipe box. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you soon. Till next time, bye.